I have pulled up My Labs Plus to let you see how we're going to submit our homework for the semester. When you get into My Labs Plus, your username is going to be the same username as Doghouse, and your password will be your 6-digit birthday. Now, I have several courses listed here, but you'll only have one unless you're taking possibly an English or a reading course that's using this. And then you would just want to make sure you clicked on the beginning algebra. Now mine's going to look a little different than yours. Notice I do have these options that have asterisks beside it, and you're not going to have as many of those as I do. But for the most part, this is all going to look the same. Notice on this front cover, they do give you a calendar that you can follow along on. Also, you see upcoming assignments are listed here, and it tells you exactly how many days and hours you have left before you have to have your homework is completed. If you want to go to your homework, if you're not using the link that I provide for you in Blackboard, you'll need to click on Homework, and you will see all of your homework listed on this page. Now, your first homework assignment is section 1.3. Notice the due date was out to the side. When you click on it, it gives you your 10 questions. Now, you'll click on the first question and you can just start working your problems. When you work your problems, you have several options over here on the right-hand side. The first one, help me solve this. If you click on help me solve this, they will give you the answer to your particular problem, but then once you see the answer, they're going to change the question on you and make you work it by a different problem on your own. If you want to keep your problem, but you still need help in working this, you'll click on View an Example. They will give you another example similar to your problem, show you how to work that, and then hopefully you can follow the steps and apply them to your problem. If there's any animation, video, or anything with this problem, you can click on it and it will show you the different steps. And then if you wanted to know where this information is found in the textbook, you can click on Textbook and it'll take you straight there. If you have any questions for me, it is very important that you click on Ask My Instructor. It will be an email. It comes straight to me, but what it also does is it automatically connects me with the problem that you have for homework. Everybody's problems are different. And so if you were to ask me, send me an email that just simply says, how do you do problem number 1? I'm not going to know what your problem number 1 is, so I will not be able to answer that question. But if you come over here and click on Ask My Instructor, then of course that will give me the link to your problem. I can pull out your exact problem, and then I'll be able to answer you more specifically. And then one last option, print. You can go through, print all 10 problems, work them by hand, paper and pencil, old traditional method, and then come in and put your answers before the due date. Notice over here on the left hand side, those are your different math symbols. They're grayed out right now because they're not needed for this problem, but as we get into harder problems where you might need to make a fraction or an exponent, those symbols will be there for you. Now once you put your answer into the problem, you can check your answer, and then once you get it right, you'll want to save it. Now, as you finish questions, you will either have a green check if you got them right, or a red X if it's wrong. You can always come back in and correct those just by clicking on the problem you missed. You do not have to rework them all. And then if you correct it, it will change your grade. Now, other things that are listed here for you, your grade book, that will tell you your actual grade for the class. It will break it down as homeworks and tests. Obviously, there's nothing listed here for me, but as we go throughout the semester, you will see different things showing up as they're due. Underneath Tools for Success, there are tutoring services that are available for math and stats in English and Spanish, your student solution manual if you needed to see the answers to any odd number questions that you worked, and then also any test prep videos that you might have. Alright, if you do not have your access code and it's going to be a couple of days, you can click on temporary access and they will give you a number that you can use for 21 days, and then you would have to put in your actual access code. Now, if you do decide to use the temporary access, you will stay with that for 21 days and then you will put in your actual access code. If you need any tech support, it's all listed here. And then, like I said, those with stars, those are more for instructors. But then underneath Chapter 1, this is all the sections in your book and all the information and activities that they have for each section. So if you'll notice, if you click on it, you can watch the video, the textbook, and see the exercise set. And these are all optional, but it's here for you if you need additional resources.